welcome back everybody to Timespkitters 2. Last time, after collecting every single time crystal, we defeated the time splitters by blowing up the space station, and Corporal Hop unfortunately died. Even though she was on screen for a couple seconds, she's one of my favorite characters. But this time, I'm going to show off some bonus features. I'm going to be using Siberia here for showing off these bonus features. I won't be showing all of them, but there's a couple. First of all, I want to show what happens what would have happened if I played the game on easy. And we're just going to skip because you've already seen the cutscene if you haven't watched the first episode. But yeah, there is a difference from playing different missions on other difficulties. I'm just not going to do another playthrough on easy because, let's face it, you could beat the game in under an hour. I'll just say that much. But the first order of business is that by doing specific missions, you get to unlock cartridges. If you press the Y button for the GameCube with the temple uplink. Oh, okay. Well, that's awkward. Right, so the first thing that's supposed to be here, you're supposed to have 3 games: Anaconda, Astrolander, and something else. Anaconda I should have unlocked, but I don't have it. Basically, it's Snake, but the snake in question doesn't move on a tile-based train. It just moves on it just moves freely, basically, like controlling a mouse. As for Astrolander, I'm only going to go on easy for this. This should look familiar because it basically goes green. It's a cool little secret, like. Come on. Crash! Alright, well, that's basically that. That's what that is. You get, apparently you get one from the Robot Factory. The second one, you get it from doing the Robot Factory on hard. And for Anaconda, I don't know why I don't have it. But I'm going to do a full play for this mission on easy, just to show you guys what would happen had I played on easy. And now that I have all my Timespkitters knowledge back, I have the power to kill. Now first of all, I'm going to wait, because that soldier knows that the fella's dead. This is something cool that you could do. Well, would be if I didn't fucking miss. Yes, I swore in the first episode of bonus videos. But yeah, you can play through this mission recklessly. I don't see the point to, because I prefer to do Siberia with all the stuff I can. How the hell? There we go, let me hit him. But as you can see, the first major difference is that there's no camera at this side. And there's less guards patrolling the area. I probably got noticed. Another feature though is if you look up there, there is no sniper this time. When doing missions on easy mode, missions change quite significantly in pretty cool ways. The only problem here is that there is missions are shorter. That should be the explanation I should give. As you can see, there's also just less cameras. But the first thing that you should really focus on is the fact, well, I'll just play through the mission. I'm trying to commentate when I really shouldn't. In fact, if I showed you objectives, you deactivate the communication dish, discover the digging site and all that. You see, basically, you know the tunnel. Yeah, I'll say a description. But the tunnel where you fight off the zombies. Basically, in easy mode, you only go to the tunnel, you don't actually blow up the helicopter. And in fact, that's pretty much, well, no. I'll keep going through the mission, but I'm probably gonna rush through it. I'm not gonna do any cutting now because I hate editing videos. Now, I don't mean that in the way that editing videos is annoying or anything. Well, for me it is. But you see, the thing is that when I edit a video, it takes forever to process it, so I am not going to edit. There should be... oh, there is no fella there. Should be a guy up here though. Now there is no camera up there, so this fella is nowhere near safe anymore. Yeah, as you can see, you basically get to play through the mission a lot easier. I was going to show off Chicago, but you'll pretty much get the gist once you see Siberia. Because there's no reason to worry about doing a different stage. Plus, Siberia is a fan favorite stage, so why not do it? Sneak in here. But yeah, this, like on easy mode, Siberia kind of becomes a one-and-gun mission with some elements of stealth. If you really want to be stealthy, you can. But there's just no reason to. I was only being stealthy to begin because I always want to be stealthy. It's just fun. Timesplitters is a sort of game where you would prefer to be stealthy. Now you see, one thing is on hard mode, there are going to be more cameras. Which is quite cool. Makes it see it could be a bit more difficult as you're more focused on the stealth aspect of the game. Plus on hard mode, I think if you do every mission on hard mode, or it's just hard mode in general, Timesplitters do just randomly appear. And that's quite a cool thing with this game. I like it when the difficulty changes that sort of aspect of it. Punch in the back.
Hey.
Okay, it's dead. Apparently I wasn't seen by the camera. Although I don't have my volume up on the TV, so I don't know if I'm spotted or not. Not that it would matter. So that's the aspects of the mission. It can be tricky, like if you get spotted, an enemy can press that button and just say, hey, the spy is here. But you don't really have to worry about that. In fact, the mission actually goes a lot smoother if you get spotted because you don't have to worry about the enemies going to you. But you don't have to worry about going to enemies, you just worry about the enemies going. So I haven't played this game in a while. Well, in a couple of days to be honest. I took a little bit of a break because why not? Took down enemies do less damage as well. That's one thing that's kind of commonplace in any game now, though. So that's why I didn't mention it. Now right here, right, this button. In normal mode, you would have to put a disk drive in there, but this is where the mission is pretty much going to end. As you can see, zombies are still here and all that. Let's just do their own thing, but it's less zombies obviously. Really, mission with no damage, oh god! No more zombies. Yeah, that door was locked. You had to go in there on normal mode. It was a requirement. But in this mission, you don't have to do that at all. Like all you have to do now is head on down here. All you have to do is grab the time crystal, blow this guy up, and then where's the exit to the tunnel? Up here. You go up here, and as you can see, the time pole is there. Very short and sweet mission. That's why I did the playthrough on normal. As I did say, I was going to do Adam Smash on easy because you get more time during the mission, but I don't have to now. Yeah, that's what happens if you play on easy mode. But now I'm going to show off the arcade mode, because why not? Oh, it's arcade mode. It is arcade mode, but I may not show it. So here we are. You got your difficulties, chilled on that. But here's what it is. Deathmatch, team deathmatch, capture the flag, bag tag, which you grab a bag and you have to hold on to it until the time limit goes out. Elimination is locked, you do have to do some other things. But elimination, I believe, is last man standing. Everyone has their own amount of lives. And then once you run out of lives, you're out of the game. It's a pretty fun mode. You have Shrink, which I believe over time, you just, like, whoever's losing starts shrinking, or whoever's winning, it's one or two. But you keep shrinking until the game's over. I think it's the last person to shrink loses or wins, one or two. Now Vampire, as a cool mode, basically, everyone constantly loses health. You have to get a kill to get your health back. And of course, it's just basically deathmatch, but you lose health. Thief is like the coin stealing mode in Smash Bros. Kill someone, grab the money, whoever's the most money wins. Flame tag. Everyone's on fire. Be the last person that's not on fire and survive, basically. So it's essentially last man standing, but someone's on fire. Virus is such a fun mode. I really want to play it, but Virus is a random player starts off as infected. They then have to run into someone and I think punch them or just make contact with them and they get infected. Last person standing wins, I think, or at the end of the time whoever survives wins. Regeneration is, I think everyone constantly regenerates health, so it's just tougher to kill people. Leech is the opposite. Zone is King of the Hill, which is awesome. Assault is both teams have a base and you have to go in there and kill them all. It's great. Gladiator, I think it's like gun game. If I remember correctly, gun game where basically you kill someone, you get a different weapon, and obviously you have to kill for all the weapons to win. And then finally, Monkey Assistant. Monkey Assistant is basically whoever's losing will get an assistant to help them start winning the game. It's a fun mode. I'll probably live stream some of these modes from time to time, but I'm not going to show them because they're pretty obvious. I don't have all of them. But yeah, that's pretty much the arcade mode. So I'll show challenge. As you can see, we have a whole ton of challenges: Glass Smash, Behead the Undead, Infiltration, Banana Chomp, Cutout Shootout, Panther Story Classic, and Monkeying Around. They're pretty cool. I like these modes, and there is stuff to unlock. Basically, you can get bronze, silver, and gold. I think platinum as well. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But you clear the challenge, and you unlock characters, maps, other game modes, stuff like that. I'm gonna show Behead the Undead because I quite like it. It's like COD Zombies. And there was a mission briefing, but I'll show you guys basically what this is. It's essentially you have a shotgun that you can keep refilling ammo for, and you survive against zombies. It's a really, really fun mode, and I love it. Absolutely one of my faves. And it's basically fight until you die. I'm just keeping an eye out. As you can see, there's a zombie there. Bang! Bang! Oh shit! Yes, even in this mode when zombies are super slow, my aim is still crap. Yeah, this is a really fun mode, and it's like Notre Dame basically. Perfect. Yeah, as you can see, clear the wave and all that. You're only stuck in this area, you're not allowed to leave or you fail. But yeah, that's Behead the Undead. Glass Smash is basically you have specific weapons. I think in the first one you're on Siberia, in the starting area, you have to break all the glass panes, which is quick. And then for a later mission you get a grenade launcher and all sorts of cool stuff. It's a really fun mode, I like these, but again, I'm probably just going to live stream these or just play them in my own time because I can't really make the bonus videos. I know the series is 10 episodes long. Because by this point, obviously I finished it. But I'm not gonna just go through all these extra episodes because some of these challenges have difficult, like Glass Smash. On the first one I have Silver. It's not difficult by any means. It's just that I'm not that good at it. Yeah, that's basically challenge mode. I actually gained through the things quite quickly, 15 minutes. But yeah, that's, fight off the living dead, you need to get 10,000 points and then die and then you get gold, you can get all these. And infiltration is just some cool stuff. Infiltration basically you have to be sneaky and use the Temple of Link. Now, we have Map Maker. This is a pretty cool mode. And let's see, I'll use the rest of this video to start making a map, I think, while I sort of explain. Now, we're with basic mode, I believe. This is something I wish first-person games had a bit more of. Oh, there you go, I can pick advanced. As you can see, we got a grid here. This is our playground to actually make our own multiplayer or story map. Yeah, this is something I really wish was in any sort of game. But you see, basically it's a sort of limited mode. You have all sorts of different tiles. So like you got a corridor that goes only one way. You have one that can go in 4 separate directions and all that. You have corners. You have T-junctions and stuff like that. It's really cool, and basically you can pick a room and all that. Like extra large. Saying how many tiles they take, and it's really, really cool. And let's see, editor settings. Now it's not that. Map settings. As you can see, you have different tile sets. You got Victorian, Alien, Virtual, Industrial, and Asset. I'm going to go with Alien. You can also pick whatever music like Siberia, Chicago, Notre Dame, Mobile Factory, Neo Tokyo, Aztec Exterior, Interior. All sorts of really cool things. We've also got a whole ton of different songs from the multiplayer mode. Let's go with Scrapyard. As you can see, you've got different bosses. Sidekicks is actually who will be like when you play 2-player. So in Harry Tipper's case, there is a scientist. Or with Fame, with Captain Ash as a monkey and all that. You can also make your own briefing. So let's just make the briefing high. Or let's make it... Let's just talk about some random stuff. Oh, never mind, we'll not do briefing. But let's see. Wild West, Space Station, Mexican Village, Hospital, Circus. Utopia, Ice Station, Scrapyard, Alien, represent Map Maker, Sidekicks. Done. And it's going to tile set. Now the rooms are going to be different. I'll show you guys basically sort of how it's done. I'm not an amazing map maker by any means. But you can see the tiles are different. You got all sorts of different rooms. Let's start off with... How about a large bridge? Plonk it down in the center. Now I'm going to zoom in. Because as you can see, there's all blue lines on the edge. What that means is that all the buildings have different arrows and stuff. If you connect 2 blue lines together, it actually joins the room. So you need to connect blue lines to blue lines and red lines to red lines. As you can see, there's all sorts of different floors as well. So for here, if I were to rotate, plonk that there, basically it means that we start off in one of these rooms, we can go up or down to there. It's quite cool. It's a really fun map maker mode. I do wish there was a bit more of this. Like, I know Future Perfect expanded on it. But yeah, also just start making a regular map. I know I'm not the best at explaining stuff. Although I don't think you guys expected me to make something amazing like. But I'm basically just gonna start making a map. I'm probably gonna concentrate, but yeah, there's also different stuff like items, start points. So as you can see, we got a start point. We will set that right there. As you can see, you're gonna start in the middle of the map. We can also get some guns. We got gun 1 map maker, 2, 3, and all that. Ooh, I quite like the SBP. I don't think we actually used that. I think that's a weapon that was never in the actual game. So let's see. Another thing to make would be zones is for the zones mode, I believe. You also got keys to open some doors. You got your objects. Like you have a turret. You got a gun turret. You got a auto gun. You got a crate. There's also all sorts of different teleports. So I'm gonna put a blue one there, as you can see. And let's sort of go into the maps preview. In map making preview. So you'll sort of see now what kind of map I created. I don't even know what I made, it kind of just went random. But yeah, this is a mode I'll probably do one day. But as you can see, we got the SPP. Oh no, I remember this one. This one from Neo Tokyo. But yeah, we have a ramp here and ramp. Oh god, what I make. You got a ramp to get up on this part, which is sort of like a light bridge of sorts. You can go up here. Oh shit, you can drop down and do totally stuff. Wow. And yeah, teleport, if I had another blue one, I would be able to teleport to different parts of the map. Which is quite cool. You know, it's a mode that's genuinely interesting and I could focus more on it. But I would be just better off making a map, you know, just off screen or during a live stream or something. So hold up. Yeah, you get stuck in that way. You got items like teleporters, objects, bags. So for capture the bag, you also got a red team spawn point and a blue team spawn point. So if you want to, you could just make a sense of room where people just fight each other, which is quite cool. Also got power ups. These are cool. You got cloak, which is somewhat invisibility. You can still see the people and hurt them slightly. You got speed, which lets people run. It's a really fun thing when you just get speed and just start running around the map. You got shrink, which makes you shrink, obviously. And of course, you got health and armor, ammo, also guns. You have a light here as well. So let's see. We'll put that in those two rooms. So those rooms will now be lit up. Well, those three rooms will now be done up. We also got story enemies, which, if I remember, you can select. Yeah, these are all characters that player 2 would be. So as you can see, in the first mission, you would have been a sort of Siberian soldier. In Chicago, you would have been a lady if you were player 2. In Return to Planet X, you would be some sort of gentleman in a spacesuit. In Mission 4, you would actually be one of the women that was captured, which is quite interesting. In Mission 5, I think the cutscenes are different. I think in Mission 5, this character is also knocked out with the main character. As you can see in the Wild West, you actually play as Rosa, I think her name is. But the cool thing is that when you're player 2, you actually start off in the jail and you don't have any weapons, and player 1 has to bust you out. And Wild West is so much fun for that reason alone. And as you can see, you got all sorts of missions again. For the final mission, you would play as Corporal Hop. And if I remember correctly, when you're player 2, when you get to the end, I think it's either Anya escapes with, oh, not Anya, I keep thinking of Future Perfect. I think when you play as Corporal Harp, it's either that you escape with Cortez or you get shot while you're in the ship and die because of that. And I think it's that. Also got game logic, so like, you know, game started, you could have countdowns and stuff like that. So you go. You can make a new trigger. You know, so when you kill an enemy, like a vein spawns, like a timer appears, or like you kill an enemy for story mode, and another enemy appears. I know I'm not explaining this well, but it's a mode you need to really be into. And while I enjoy the mode, I haven't played Timesplitters or made a map in like 13 years, at the very least, I think. Yeah, look, I haven't played the game since 2006, I think. Like 4 years after its release, but yeah, it's Map Maker, and it's quite a cool mode. And the map hasn't been saved, but that's fine. But that's the bonuses. I guess something I didn't show is that if you go into arcade, just go for chill, team deathmatch, or deathmatch. These are all the sorts of stages like hospital, training ground is a bummer. These are all from, I think Ice Station and Mexican Mission were from the first game. Hospital and training ground might have been, but Aztec, that's literally just the Aztec route. Also got Scrapyard, most of these are from the first game, if I'm correct. There's Chinese Shop, which is probably my favourite stage. You got Chasm, Streets. Yeah, Streets is from the first game. Also, I think Chasm up to the top is actually Timesplitters 2 maps. The Chinese was in the first game. Streets and Compound, all sorts of cool stuff. Let's go with Compound. And we'll just go to that. Yeah, as you can see, you have all sorts of different characters and they actually have stats. Stamina itself, accuracy as well, accuracy, and agility is how fast the character moves. Although for me, accuracy doesn't mean much because if I'm a crap shot, I'm gonna miss. You can play as Corporal Hart, you can play as Isla Nadia, or Gregor Lenko. Also got Jake Fenton from Chicago, Lady Jane, Viola, or Mr. Underwood. Oh, so you don't play as the woman for the third game. Now for Return to Planet X, don't think the missions one. For Return to Planet X, you can play as Candy Skylar. Then got Ghost, Chastity, Alaya Jones, Ramona Sosa. I was kind of right. You got Harry Tipper. Kitty Celeste is actually a character from Future Perfect. She is Harry Tipper's significant other, let's say. Although I don't think she actually appears in the cutscene. Because obviously there's one table of laser Harry Tipper's there. You got Cat Dash, you got Jungle. Okay. I could have sworn that for the Aztec ruins you played as a monkey, but you just play as Jungle. You got Guido Mark II or 109, actually one of the robots from the mission I think. You play as the monkey. Now characters do different sizes, and the monkey is pretty overpowered. Because he's so short that it's like Soul Calibur when you're against Yoda, it's just annoying to fight him. Let's got Hyper Mutant, you got Big Tony from Chicago. As you can see, you have bosses and enemies from all sorts of missions. And it's quite cool. Like you even got Kalos, which is quite cool. You can even play as a Stone Golem, the Machinist, a Reaper Splitter, Nikolai, Private Glass, Sergeant Shivers, Sergeant Wood, Lieutenant Frost, Lieutenant Bush, Trooper White. Like they actually named each individual enemy from Siberia, which you didn't even need to because these two nearly look identical. And they are identical in stats. They literally made the same character. They literally copied the same character. They didn't need to do that, but there's a little bit of good attention to detail. Like Captain Snow, Captain Frost. If you do some of the missions, like in Challenge, you do get to play as a zombie eventually, which is quite fun. But yeah, I might play some multiplayer someday, like, you know, just for shits and giggles. That's the main reason I played this game, because I wanted to be able to live stream it, and I have all the stuff done now. Yeah, here's the options, I guess. There's one thing I can show. You got your different cheats. So you got head size, so you can go big head mode. You can make characters invisible, which I'm not going to do. You can also have cardboard characters, so if you wanted to, you can have cardboard characters with rotating heads and giant big heads. So let's actually try that. So we got cheats active. And we'll find a really funny mission. Autosave for loading. Let's go with... Let's go with Chicago, since I was going to plan it. I'll just go on easy because cheats are fun. So there's no point worrying about it. There's no insta-kill cheats, I don't think. Besides, in order to get more cheats, you have to go on hard mode and clear the entire game. So we don't have to worry.
Chicago.
But yeah, this should be interesting enough. I'm only going to show the starting area. So let us see. Yeah, if you look at that fella, look at him. He's a Mr. Game & Watch. Giant head. It's really fun, but yeah, I do actually love how the game does this. Even though you can't really see anything. Double characters is the kind of thing you don't really have on, but yeah. I could have big heads that rotate, and it's quite funny. But that's pretty much it for Timespkitters too. I will state a couple of things. I might play Timespkitters 1 someday, give or take. Yeah, you can't unlock anything while cheats are active. But it's a really fun mode, and I like it, but yeah. That's it for Timespkitters 2. I really enjoyed doing this, and I actually have a setup now to play like GameCube games, which is just amazing enough to me. Oh. I accidentally exited the file. As you can see, there's my files there, but none of them are cleared. Here you can turn off. Oh yeah, the cheats are off there. I think they do play during cutscenes. Let's see about the cutscenes. Here's the introduction, Siberia, Chicago, the ending, space station. You know, you got all those cutscenes, which are quite cool. I'm pretty sure it's showing the introduction. But I may play Timespkitters 1 someday, maybe not. It's a really old school arcade shooter. That's not an excuse, it's just that it's very simple. The first game is just to go from point A to point B, done. It's basically easy mode. There are, like for this game, it's basically easy mode for this game. On hard mode there are more enemies and you do more damage. But it doesn't even have a story, so it doesn't seem worth doing. But Future Perfect, absolutely, I'll play that one day. And honestly, I'm thinking I might do a co-op playthrough of Future Perfect in this game as well. Give or take. There's someone I want to play Future Perfect with. But I need to get a good mic first, because as you can guys from tell with me playing Wii Sports with the lads, I was using a headset mic for that. And I could not be bothered to edit the video or anything. So it's just not something, like before I do Future Perfect, I'm gonna see if I can get an actual good mic for multiplayer games. Because there's someone loves Future Perfect as much as I do, and they probably are watching this video when they probably won't watch this video when it's uploaded. But yeah, if I can play Future Perfect then, it would be an absolute blast. And maybe I could play Timespkitters 2 on hard mode co-op. That would be quite fun, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to end the video. For the next project, I'm not sure what it's going to be. But whatever is between two options, I'm sure I can figure it out. But there's a couple things I want to finish up first. But I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play. Later.